Hello, I'd like to introduce you to Lutronic's Clarity 2 and show you how to operate the device. Clarity 2 is a dual long-pulsed laser system combining the Alexandrite 755nm and the neodymium YAG 1064nm wavelengths so that you can treat various indications. During treatment, goggles for the physician and patient are needed. An alcohol swab is used to clean the tip. The cartridge window should be cleaned with 99% ethyl alcohol using a cotton swab and gently wiped clean with a lens cleaning cloth. On the top can be found convenient and built-in storage for all the accessories. Let's look first at the handpiece. There are three main items which can be changed. This is the fiber-based type of multi-spot cartridge to decide treatment spot size. At the front here, there is an easily replaceable window designed to protect the lens. A variety of tips can be inserted in the front of the handpiece. When you insert the cartridge, fit the handpiece to the holder. Usually the cover should be kept closed to protect the accessories from dust. When the cover is opened, 7 types of cartridge can be seen, offering 14 different spot sizes. To start, press the locking button and pull out the cartridge holder. Insert the desired cartridge. When the cartridge is inserted fully, the smallest spot size is available. As you pull the cartridge out step by step, the spot size will increase. Now, the window should be inserted to protect the lens. Spare windows are stored in the accessories compartment, so the window can easily be replaced with a new one when required. The distance gauge can be attached to the front of the handpiece. Clarity 2 has 4 types of tip: the IntelliTrack tip, the eye tip, and the big and small aperture tips. Use the small circular tip for the small spot size. The large circular aperture tip is for the larger spot sizes. The IntelliTrack tip has rollers with a circular tip, and the eye tip is an unobstructed distancing piece type of tip. For example, this is the tip with the large circular aperture. Orient the tip correctly on the handpiece so that it does not block the sensors. When you remove it, simply pull it off. When you insert the IntelliTrack tip, align it with the sensor and push it firmly home. When you remove it, gently pull out the tip towards the port. After everything on the handpiece has been set up, always make sure that the tip and protective window are clean before you start the treatment. To turn on the machine, press this power button. System warm-up time will take about 15 to 20 minutes. However, it's shorter for subsequent startups. This may vary depending on the room temperature. The GUI or touchscreen now lights up. Input the password set by Lutronic. Here you can select and change the wavelengths. Press and hold the button for more than 2 seconds. A black background is displayed for the ND YAG, whereas a white background is displayed for the Alex. This makes it easy to distinguish between them. The shot count indicates the accumulated number of laser shots. To reset it, press and hold for more than 2 seconds and the counter will return to 0. The spot size represents the diameter of the laser beam at the tissue. When a spot size is adjusted on any of the cartridges, it is auto-displayed on the GUI. The next parameters to be set are the pulse width, the fluence, and the pulse rate. The pulse width determines the irradiation time for one shot of laser energy. It can be adjusted step by step with the up and down buttons or quickly using the jog and shuttle control. When you press this Q1 button, C toning is selected. The system delivers a subtrain of 3 pulse widths, 3, 5 and 10 milliseconds. Fluence denotes the energy being delivered per square centimeter of tissue. Fluence is also adjusted like so. The pulse rate indicates the number of pulses being delivered per second. The maximum rate is 10 Hz. When the IntelliTrack tip is attached to the handpiece, the IntelliTrack mode is activated. The speed gauge bar and overlap setting appear. So, laser beam can be delivered uniformly and quickly. The user can set the overlap percentage, which will automatically be delivered while lasing. The overlap is adjustable with 5 possible settings. The speed is indicated on the speed gauge bar with colors as the roller is moved in contact with the tissue. Green indicates a safe speed. Yellow, an ideal speed. And red means the speed is too fast. If you turn this mode off, only the set pulse rate will be displayed. In the middle of the screen can be seen a skin temperature indicator. It allows the user to check the skin temperature in real time with a series of colored LEDs. The first 2 green bars represent skin temperatures of 33 degrees Celsius and 38 degrees Celsius. The next 2 yellow bars represent 42 degrees Celsius and 47 degrees Celsius. If the skin temperature rises over 47 degrees Celsius, a red LED will be illuminated and lasing will be automatically stopped. Below the temperature indicator can be found the settings for the Intelligent Cooling Device (ICD) function. The ICD gas instantly cools down the skin surface, ensuring the comfort of the patient during lasing. A new ICD canister must be inserted. The ICD canister is located at the top of the system. Turn the cover and open it. Remove the old canister if one is in place and insert the new ICD canister perpendicularly. Then close the cover. A message is shown giving the remaining amount of gas. You set it to 100%. Press the spray button to set the ICD parameters. After changing an ICD canister, you need to deliver 3 to 5 test shots to remove any bubbles that might be inside the gas line. When on is selected, the pre, delay and post settings will appear. The pre-setting determines the time that ICD gas is delivered before the actual laser shot, and it has a delay time. Post indicates the ICD time after the laser shot. Settings start from 0 or 10 milliseconds and increase in 5 millisecond increments. Now all parameters have been set. The laser emission control allows the selection of either the finger switch on the handpiece or the foot switch which is on the floor. You can choose whichever you prefer. Finally, the laser is ready to be fired. This function is also available on the handpiece. Press the standby button for more than 2 seconds to change to the ready state. To come out of ready, briefly press this button once. The brightness of the aiming beam is adjusted here. The aiming beam allows the operator to see where the treatment beam will impact on tissue. It can be set from 0 to 10 in single unit increments. If you want to capture these parameters, press the camera button. The screenshot function will be displayed, and the captured parameters can be checked in the memory section. When you enter the memory section, on the left side there are 8 folders. In the camera folder, captured parameters are accumulated and displayed from the most recent downwards. 8 sets of parameters can be saved in each of the remaining 7 folders. Each folder can be given a name of your choice. Press the Rename button and type in the new name. Likewise, to change the name of each parameter set, press the Rename button below the parameter set and type in the new name. There are 2 possible methods to set the parameters in the memory function. One way involves using the Modify button. For example, press Spot Size and set the desired value. For fluence, the jog and shuttle control can also be used when setting or resetting the value. Extracting the parameters from the GUI comprises the second method. Press the Import button here. When you press the Accept button, you will have successfully imported the parameters to memory and you will be taken back to the GUI. You can see the title of the parameter set you saved. If a beeping sound is heard, it means that the spot size is incorrect, so simply change it to the correct one. If you want to cancel importing the parameters, simply press Spot Size again. Additional functions can be viewed by entering the Setup section. The total shot count by wavelength can be viewed here. In the History section, all of the parameters are listed with dates and times. You can go page by page or sort by the wavelength. The skin temperature indicator has default temperature settings, but the user can also manually change the ranges. Below that, the volume of the button sound and the audible lasing indicator can be adjusted with the plus-minus buttons. This is the emergency stop button. If an emergency situation occurs with the patient or with the system, strike the button hard, and this error message will be displayed. Release the emergency button by turning it in the direction of the arrows, then turn the power off and on again. Clarity 2 is cooled using purified water. If the level of the cooling water drops too far, an error message pops up. A bottle is attached to the rear panel of the system. Add the purified water to this. We wish you long, safe and effective use of your Lutronic Clarity 2.